everyone. Amanda Williams here with you again to talk about some really great formulations that we offer at Invite Health. Today I'm going to highlight olive leaf extract for you. Olive leaf extract is really unique in the sense that for those who adhere to a Mediterranean diet, you would understand the benefits that go along with the olive leaf itself. It has these really fabulous constituents to it, these powerful antioxidants. One of those being aleuropine. And aleuropine is actually what gives that pungent or that bitter taste to olives. So many people can kind of relate with that, but they don't understand that it's actually coming from this compound. And it is that compound that has been widely studied across the board when it comes to human health. So when people adhere to a Mediterranean diet, they're getting good healthy fats, they're getting key antioxidants from things such as olive leaf, for example, and it's the aleuropine that really seems to pack an awful lot of punch, especially when we think about our immune system. Now, when we look at the way aleuropine has been studied in human clinical trials, we can look at it in the setting of different bacterial infections such as Staphylococcus aureus. We can look at it in the setting of many different viral infections, including things like RSV, which is respiratory syncytial virus, which oftentimes can be incredibly harmful, especially in a pediatric population. So we know that the aleuropine has been widely studied when it comes to respiratory viruses. So when you're looking at parainfluenza, you look at RSV, we can look at other types of rhinoviruses, things that we know can cause like the common cold, for example, and things that can lead to issues such as a viral bronchitis or even pneumonias. So how is it that this aleuropine is actually working? Well, it does many different things, and this is one of those cool things when you think about antioxidants. They are not just serving one purpose in terms of fending off free radicals, which if that's all they did, that's a great thing, right? Anytime we can fend off free radicals, we're doing good by ourselves, because we know that oxidative stress and reactive oxygen species certainly can be damaging and problematic to all cells in our system. But when we look at how the aleuropine is actually working, one of the things that we know that it can do is it can target some of those inflammatory cytokines. So when we're thinking about inflammation, the aleuropine seems to have a very finite ability to ease up inflammation within the body. Remember, the less inflamed we are, the less likely our immune system is going to struggle. So we always want to be in a state of low inflammation. I always say there's many states that people can choose to live in, but the pro-inflammatory state is the one that you want to avoid at all costs. So we know it's working at inflammation. We also recognize how it can go through and disrupt viral adhesion as well as replication. And this is different viruses that they've studied it in. We know that when it comes to cardiovascular function, this is one area that's actually really cool. And when people come into the store, I oftentimes will talk to them about the olive leaf extract and how it can be beneficial for heart health. The reason why comes down to nitric oxide. Now, this is key on two fronts, not only for the cardiovascular aspect, but also when we think about the immune system. So when we think about the inflammation, we think about proper blood flow throughout our body, we think about cellular energy, all of these things aleuropine plays a role in. So one of the things that we know it can do is it can help in terms of nitric oxide release. So the more nitric oxide we have, the more that the vessels themselves can remain relaxed. So the better blood flow and oxygenation we're getting, the better we're doing in terms of inflammation, as well as stabilizing the immune defenses, which is really quite unique. So they've actually studied the way aleuropine coming from olive leaf extract. So if you get the Invite Health olive leaf extract, the main constituent that you're actually deriving from that is that powerful aleuropine. That can be your word of the day. It's really fun to say, aleuropine. So the aleuropine is working within those endothelial cells. Those are the cells that line your blood vessels. And so if we can create more of that vasodilation and that relaxation, then we are doing really well. So when people ask me about the olive leaf extract when it comes to immune system, and maybe you have concerns with different viruses, I mean, right now we're dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic, but when people ask me about it, I oftentimes will also add in the cardiovascular benefit, because when people utilize olive leaf extract and when they've actually studied it, they have found that the olive leaf extract does a really wonderful job in supporting healthy blood pressure, because we're enhancing that nitric oxide release. We're stabilizing the endothelium. If your endothelium becomes basically stiffened, so say your vessels over time are not working good, you're getting vasoconstriction, which we know is not a good thing. So if the vessels themselves become constricted, your blood pressure is going to go up. So we know that the aleuropine from that olive leaf extract can help with that nitric oxide, meaning you're getting better blood flow, stabilizing the blood pressure. So the studies on cardiovascular benefits of olive leaf extract are super cool. They've looked at it in terms of cholesterol management. They've looked at it in terms of blood pressure. As a matter of fact, one of the studies that they did, they found that the blood pressure, both the systolic and the diastolic, came down exponentially when people were supplementing with olive leaf extract. Now, this is going to have variables to it. I'm not going to get into the cardiovascular studies today with you, but it comes down to what someone's current blood pressure is, what maybe current treatment they are on, as well as how much of the actual olive leaf they are incorporating into their daily routine. But let's stick with immune function. Okay, so we know we've got antioxidant benefit. So we're fending off oxidative stress. We know we're targeting and easing inflammation in the body. We also know we have that potential for viral disruption. So we know, because we've seen aleuropine studied in a host of different viruses. Now remember, there's hundreds of viruses out there, but we do know that the aleuropine has been shown to be very effective when it comes to disrupting the way viruses want to destroy our cells. And in particular, which is very interesting, the main viruses that have been studied with aleuropine generally are the viruses that create respiratory issues. So the viruses that are creating havoc, such as creating viral bronchitis, as I mentioned, and pneumonia. So the way that I would advise someone to utilize the olive leaf extract at this point in time would be very advantageous. Now, do keep in mind, if you're on a blood pressure lowering medication, you want to reach out to one of our health experts at Invite to make sure that you are taking the accurate amount based off of your needs. But I would advise it right now, 2 caps twice a day would probably be a very good place to be hitting for a daily amount of that aleuropine to really help to enhance and to support your immune system. So across the board, they looked at it for anti-aging, for skin health. So you think about that Mediterranean diet, you think about why is it that the Mediterranean diet is so beneficial? Well, olive leaf extract is just a perfect example of just why that is. Seeing all of the multitude of benefits that one can yield from taking aleuropine on a daily basis, it really is so impressive. Now, keep in mind, our stores do remain open. We have our daily podcasts. We have our radio shows every single day. We also have our video chat available through our website. So if you happen to have questions, by all means, certainly reach out to us. Remember, every single day at 11 o'clock, I will be with you to talk about different nutrients that can help to support your stress, your immune system, easing inflammation, all the things that we need to have going on right now. And remember to practice your social distancing. It's so incredibly important. So thank you so much for joining me today. Check out olive leaf extract, invitehealth.com. Thanks.